This is Married and Moving Part 9, I think. But really, it's me working through some things publicly as I'm led to. And I'm led to a little more often than I do. And I recognize that obedience is better than sacrifice, but I'm just trying to figure this thing out, you know? So one thing is that you ever been afraid of something or thought you were afraid of something and then realized you weren't afraid of it anymore? It was just a circumstance. I've had driving anxiety for a few years and have been trying to work through that, like trying to figure out how to work through that, how not to be fearful and things like that. But since we moved, which is something I didn't want to do, don't forget that. Since we moved, I don't have to get on the interstate I used to have to get on anymore. So what I'm noticing is that I am not as afraid to drive as I was before. Isn't that something? Like, I'm literally not as afraid as I was at all. I believe it was the circumstances of an interstate that most of us don't like, that had me a little fearful versus the actual driving, if you will. How about that? Like that, and that's something. That's number one. And then number two, it just that'll preach. That literally is just saying that sometimes it's your circumstance that might make you fearful, which God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. But sometimes it's not, I believe, the circumstances. I mean, it's not the situation, the thing you are fearful of. It may be the circumstances. So that's just amazing to me. This is the second day that I've had to drive on this interstate a few times. I'm like, I'm not scared. Like, because the other interstate is intimidating for anyone. It is bumper to bumper always. It's called Maljunction Function. So there's that. But I just find that so interesting, and I'm so grateful. Like, I was able to drive in like morning traffic, and I'm like, I'm okay. Like, not that it's not a little intense sometimes, but I'm actually okay. So there's that. That's so exciting for me. Okay. And then married and moving. So with my husband, God really has to talk to me about things and kind of talk to me real time to help me navigate this situation, this blessing of marriage that I prayed so hard for, that I want to take care of and be intentional about caring for. And I believe it's my first level of ministry. Our first level of ministry. And I want to enjoy my marriage. I don't want to just be married. I want to enjoy it. So like, we have more doors than we had before at the home. And so my husband has an opportunity to remember to lock those doors. So last night there was a couple doors that were unlocked, and my mind said, tell him these doors are unlocked. But the Holy Spirit helped me to say, call him and not text, because text can be misunderstood. These are my personal, I think, cute. To call him and just say, hey, I like this door, and whatever else I had to say. And I made sure you called the door was locked. That's a whole different thing than you didn't do this and you didn't do that. Could you please help me out and do it? Because I was even going to say, could you help me out by, but that's still timing, tone, and topic is something I'm trying to be very cognizant of. How I talk, what I say, when I say it, things like that. So God did his big one on that. And it's received completely different. Versus, because sometimes when we're in any type of relationship situation, when somebody comes in, it makes us defensive because we feel like we need to protect ourselves. So I'm happy about that. And then number 3, if I can remember, motives. So I'm working in a new situation now, and I've been working from home for about 5 years. I now go into the office to work, and this is my second day. And so today, I'm the type of person. Is that even right? Is that real? I like to serve and care for people and do things for them, right? So today I was going to stop and I was going to do it the first day too, and get a platter of some breakfast treats. And I may still at some point. But the reason I didn't today is because I don't know if my motives were people will like me, people will see me in a good light, people will know that I'm kind. I don't know if it's that, or if it's I truly want to give people a treat. So because I'm not sure, I didn't do it. And Holy Spirit just reminded me that there was a girl who needed a snack because she was super hungry yesterday. And somehow she came to me my first day in the office. She came to me and asked me for it and was telling me about it, and I was able to give her something. And that was one-on-one, and nobody saw it but she and I. And I didn't tell anybody. Well, this is coming up organically. But I love that. I love him whispering to me, even when it's something on the still on the hair, to make sure that I'm chasing toward him and realizing that only what we do for the kingdom will last. Only. So, motives, listening to the Holy Spirit. Sometimes it's your circumstance and not what's going on inside of you, and how important prayer is. So this is Tuesday. You go have a wonderful day. My name is Coco and I'm 50, by the way. Hey, if something resonated with you that I said, please drop a comment. If you want to be married, are married, anything like that, and you can give me some feedback, I would love it. And this is for Hot Flashes. I have TikTok, Coco Chanel Helps. I have a ladies group on GroupMe, Grace Walk. And of course, this is Grace Walk 2.0. So thank you for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day. Be kind to yourself and to others. Be sure to fill the cup you pour from. Take care.